Everything okay?
Yeah, fine. Why?
Why? Because I just had to field some questions from your very observant son, and guess what? I had no answers.
To what?
Tomas, I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt ever since you came to Llanview. Now, thank God, Todd is no longer accusing you of having shot him. But after Sam was kidnapped, McBain was all over you about it.
Oh, look, I can't control McBain any more than your husband can.
I hope you don't think that comparing yourself to my husband is going to win any points with me. I know who my husband is. Or I thought I did.
What does that mean?
Sam says that there's a guy out there with Todd's face, the face that I fell in love with. What am I supposed to do with that?
Taya, since the day I walked in here, I have begged you to leave that man.
Why? Why? What do you know that I don't know?
I can't tell you, you just have to trust me.
No, not anymore. You have to tell me what you know right now.
Hey, Stark, wait up.
Hey,
Hey, where are you going?
I'm meeting my mom and my brother at the Buenos Dias. We're throwing this party for Sam. We sort of messed up his birthday, and he saved my Aunt Dorian. Anyway, I had to stop and get gas.
You got Twizzlers Twist?
Yeah, I'm starving. You want some?
Yeah, awesome.
I'm sorry. I just have to save some for Sam. They're his favorite, too.
So is your dad gonna be at this party?
No, he should be, but he got a text and said he couldn't come.
So what is going on with this psychopath who almost killed me? He's got my old face. And he's claiming that I stole his family and his company. Who is he? And why do you seem to know so much about him?
Did you say John McBain?
You know him? Tell me about John McBain.
I can't.
Can't or won't?
No, I don't know the guy.
Why is he asking about this?
I've heard of him. I think he might have heard of me.
Well, I got a number for him, if you want to call him. I'm sort of his eyes and ears down here on the docks. I call him when I see something, and he calls me if he's got a question. You tell him Louis sent you. I guarantee he picks up. I always use that payphone right over there.
No cops. I'll take care of this one all on my own.
On your own, got you to the bottom of the river.
Those hairs belong to Todd?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Well, it could have been there from before. I mean, it is his property.
Or
Or what?
excuse me. Hey, you know, I gotta take this. This is my guy on the street. Hey, Louis.
Guess again.
Is Louis okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He said I should call you.
And you are?
I think we should talk, alone. I'll know if you bring backup.
Okay. What's this about?
Todd Manning.
Anything good?
Maybe.
You gonna go check it out?
Oh, hell yeah. Come out wherever you are.
My dad's been acting strange all morning, okay? He wouldn't even go swimming in the pool today, even though he practically invented sharks and minnows, and I caught him hammering Sam about the kidnapper. He was yelling at him saying how bad he was and how he needs to stay away from him.
So this still haven't caught the guy?
No. When I asked him why Sam said that the guy had his old face, he went crazy.
What do you mean?
He started freaking out, saying that guy isn't your father, I am. Like, any of us would think that. And then he got all sentimental, which he never does. He started saying how much his kids mean to him, and then he went on to tell me the story about how he held me for the first time. It was really weird.
Well, what do you think's going on?
I don't don't know. I'm used to my dad being a complicated person. One minute he's making a fort with Sam, the next he's yelling at a guy from the Sun for making the font too small. But this was like something that I've never seen.
What?
He was scared, and my dad doesn't scare easily.
What do you think he's afraid of?
I think he was afraid of losing us.
Don't worry about the man with the scar. He's not an issue.
He was gonna shoot me.
He's dead at the bottom of the Lantano River with a bullet in him.
You're my brother. You owe me a truthful answer, and if you can't give me that, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to pack your bags and leave this house.
So he's dead.
I watched the body sink.
Good. Who was he anyway?
I welcomed you and your son into my house. I defended you to my husband, to my nephew, to the police, Tomas. And you won't talk to me. You don't trust me. You've lied to me.
Hey, I'm just trying to protect you.
Well, don't! I don't need your protection. I'm not some sort of porcelain doll. I'm an attorney, for God's sake, and I am your sister. And what I need from you right now is for you to tell me the truth.
So what do you think he's afraid of?
Seemed like he was afraid of losing us. It's so weird. I've never seen him act like that before.
Yeah. My dad's been weird too. I mean, not that I have anything to compare it to. I barely know the guy, but still, he's wired.
Same with my dad. Like he's always looking over his shoulder.
So if they're both climbing the walls, whatever's going on between them must be coming to a head.
Baz, I'm scared and I don't even know what of.
Fine. Ask me, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Okay. Why does the CIA have an encrypted file on you?
So he's dead.
I watched the body sink.
Good. Who was he anyway?
Fine. If you must know, he was...
Who's there?
Thanks for coming, Lieutenant.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Todd Manning.
Criminal Taya, far from it. The agency has a file on me because I used to work for them.
What?
I worked for the CIA. They recruited me out of Juilliard. It was the perfect cover. I was traveling around the world, supposedly doing concerts. I spoke several languages.
That's why you disappeared all that time.
I was so naive. I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought it was going to be James Bond, you know, me in a tux, some concert hall, whisking away in an Aston Martin, chasing after some nefarious sheik or a mogul on a yacht. It's really a lot more pedestrian than that. And then they upped the ante. And in order to protect the family and you, I had to stay away.
So, all that time we thought that you didn't care.
I was serving my country. Or so I thought.
What does that mean?
Who's there?
Just the lady of the house. Can I help you two gentlemen?
You eavesdropping on us, Doria?
In point of fact, Todd, this is my house. This is my property. If anybody's breaking rules, it's you. And your friend. I'm sorry. Have we been introduced?
No, we haven't. The name is Baker. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mayor Lord.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you too, Mr. Baker. I'm sorry if I sounded rude just then, but so much has been going on. My niece's son was kidnapped, as was I, and the two of you seem to be having very intense tete-a-tete. You want to tell me what's going on?
Before, back at the house, I heard my father threatening this guy.
On the phone?
No, he was on the front step. And I heard my father tell him that if he ever came near the house again, he wouldn't live long enough to regret it.
What? That doesn't even sound like Tomas.
I know. And I called him on it when the guy left. He made up this lame excuse that the guy was some kind of salesman.
What?
I know, I didn't buy it either. I mean, who would threaten to kill a salesman?
My dad, maybe, but he wouldn't mean it.
I think my dad knew the guy and hated him.
This is all getting so weird.
I know.
Are you thinking that this is all somehow connected to my brother's kidnapping?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, it's connected. I just think something a lot bigger is going on.
You're Todd Manning.
Yes, I am. And the other guy who's running around town pretending to be me is a fake. And he has my wife and my children and my money and my company. And I have nothing.
Hey, so come forward. You come forward, you stake your claim.
They're trying to kill me.
Who's trying to kill you?
I'm not sure. When I broke out of the hellhole that they've been keeping me in for 8 years, they came after me. They brought me here, they shot me, they threw me in the water. And the only reason I'm alive
It's because the bulletproof vest charged to Nicholas' hands.
Yeah. I hate talking to cops. I guess I'm glad, though, right? I'm talking to a cop. At least I'm talking to a good one. Listen, are you going to help me or not?
Yeah, I'll help you.
The agency is complicated. There are many factions and it's very political. And people aren't always what they seem. Which is why sometimes I didn't trust the right people. Which is why I finally had to get out.
So, you're out. You're done with that.
Yeah, there's no going back.
So what is this? What does all this have to do with my husband?
Taylor, are you sure you want to go down that road?
Whatever you two were talking about, it looked serious.
Anytime a child is abducted, it's very serious.
Oh, so you're here about Sam's kidnapping.
I'm in the security business, Mayor. Mr. Manning asked me for my advice.
When the people I hired to find out who took Sam couldn't come up with any results, I got Baker.
Oh, that's wonderful, Mr. Baker. Do you know who kidnapped Sam?
Not yet, but I have some very talented people working for me. I assure you, they get results. We will find the person who kidnapped Sam, and that person will pay.
You're arresting me?
Well, you killed Kim, right?
Yeah, I did. That bastard pointed his gun at the little kid, the kid that likes Spider-Man, with the glasses. Ow!
Sam Manning.
Yes, Sam. Sam.
Were you kidnapped?
No, I didn't kidnap him. I borrowed him for a couple hours, get his dad's attention. The kid was never in any danger. I would never hurt a kid. I would never hurt a kid. It's the only way I could get to his dad and not alert Agent Baker.
Baker.
Yeah, Baker, the guy who's trying to kill me, who thinks I'm dead, which, by the way, is great now. It's great. Believe me. That's the best thing that's happened to me in 8 years.